Today we're working on the Fiat 500. We're replacing the heater matrix, which is a bit of a fiddly job and obviously involves draining the coolant. So I've been sort of putting this off for a while, but when I show you, you'll see how it's leaking out inside the car, and it's not good. So what do you get in this kit? Well, you get some seals, some O-rings and a little screwdriver, some pipes which go through the bulkhead of the car, and this connects onto the radiator, and this is the small heater matrix that goes inside, and I think this connects, must be like that, yes, connects like that, and those go through the bulkhead, so they connect in like that. Now if I can keep these pipes and not replace them, I'm going to do that, because this end of them, they're really hard to get down inside the engine to disconnect them, but a proper job would be to replace the whole lot. But let's see how we get on with it. It might be that these are a matched pair and the two that come out are a different mating. I don't know, I need to have a look at that. So let's make a start on this. Bit of a colder day today, hence the coat on. So let's get outside and see what we can see. The heater matrix is behind this piece here. So you can see already there's some orange radiator leakage here. Now, what I'm led to believe, it's there, that's the corner of the matrix there. So we need to get more of this trim out. Now, some people take this whole console out, but I think I can get away with that by just taking out this. I'm going to take this parcel shelf out. Nothing, there we go. So it's just these screws here that we're taking out. So there's two trimmed, and I think it's holding this sort of top plastic bit in place. So we can take this out, and then I can just poke this out a little bit more on the side. So I'm just comparing these pipes that came with the new heater matrix, and it is the same. It's got the part number there, 5A021 2000. It's got the part number on it there, and it looks the same. This flange at the end looks the same. So I'm tempted to leave that in place, because that end of it there is an absolute pig to get to under the bonnet, but I still need to drain the coolant out, or else I'm just going to have coolant everywhere. What it looks like with this radiator is, it looks like this one's failed. Not on the joint, which is the common one there, but more internally, probably on this corner, because it's all yucky on this corner. And if you look inside there, it's terrible inside there. And it's also leaked down there under the carpet. So the heater matrix is gone. Looks like it will come out, undo that screw there, and pull that pipe away, and it will slide out. Put new O-rings on, put it back in place. So we've just got to drain the coolant now. So what I've done now is I've just taken the hose off the bottom of the radiator. So you can see I've taken the hose off there, and that is then drained into the bucket, which is nice and disgusting and orange. I've taken the top radiator hose off as well here, and I'm just going to flush it through. Okay, so I've had the radiator off now, I've drained it, took the hose off at the top here and at the bottom down there, flushed it through from here. It's now flushing through clean, so we can now move on to actually taking the internal radiator out. Now what we need to do, we're obviously on a bit of an angle now, because we've got the car in the air, so we might have more coolant coming out of these pipes, but we're going to leave it like that for now. So we're going to leave it up in the air for now. We're going to need to take this screw out of here and then split these apart, and this matrix is going to slide out. So I'll see what I can film with this. So basically, as I'm saying, I'm planning for the worst and hoping for the best with this. Right, so there's the bolt out. Right, now I've got that screw out at the back, I managed to pull this pipe forward to give myself a little bit of clearance, and this has now allowed for the matrix to come out. There we go. Let's take this out and have a look on the bench and see where it was leaking. So we can see it's failed in the bottom corner there. It's failed here. Just that tiny little bit. Right. Now we just want to have a look and see if this is similar. This looks pretty similar. So I think we should be able to reuse those pipes that we've got on the car. Just going to check them like for like now. We've got them off, get the rubber rings off. Right, so now we've got the radiator out, we can have a look at what the damage is. So you can see it has been leaking for quite a while in there. So I'm going to take the O-rings off here. So fill it up with coolant now, got the heater running, just checking that we've got no leaks along here. Doesn't seem to be, which is good on that face there. So we're looking here for this face, no leaks there. And it is burping itself a little bit. There's some bubbles coming out of here now and again. So I'm just going to run it for maybe 10-15 minutes on the stands, make sure it's all okay, and then when we know we haven't got any leaks, I can start putting all the trim back together. Okay, so we've finished the bleeding now, and it's a lovely sunny bank holiday Monday, which is fantastic and good for a change. So what we've done down here on this is the heater matrix we've replaced here. I've just checked that this pipe here, that's the feed in, this is the return with the engine running. Those are both warm now and not leaking, which is the main thing. Now the top one wasn't warm for a while, and that's because it needed bleeding. And I'll just show you where this needs bleeding. If you look down there, you can just see the sort of a knurled knob and a screw thread, a slot going across and a bit of water around it. That pipe is actually the top pipe from the radiator, so it was actually airlocked in that bit there. So it's important to make sure that this pipe here feels warm to the touch, which it is, and you've got air through. And then I've just made sure it's at the right level in here. So we're all good to go, so we can get the trim back together. So that's another job completed. So that's it for this episode. Please let me know, like and subscribe, and put the comments down below. Bye for now.